Peace everybody, back with another video. This is Michael Avenatti stuck in jail after a judge sets tough bail terms. And as you can see here in the pictures, Michael Avenatti, who was charged with a lot of crimes that he committed. And one of them happened to be with the Nike company. A federal judge has effectively turned down a request by Los Angeles lawyer Michael Avenatti to be released from a New York jail where 3 inmates have tested positive for the virus, according to Avenatti's attorney. So according to Michael Avenatti's attorney, the judge has denied bail for Michael Avenatti, who is currently in jail right now for the crimes that he had committed. Like I said, one of them is Nike, the others are like distortion, scamming, and everything else. Judge James V. Selna of U.S. District Court in Santa Ana said Avenatti, a former lawyer for adult film actress Stormy Daniels, poses a danger to the community and should not be set free unless he can post a $1 million bond secured by $500,000 in real estate or other hard assets. So the judge's name is James V. Salna of U.S. District Court in Santa Ana. He said Avenatti, a former lawyer for adult film actor Stormy Daniels, poses a danger to the community. So this is what they're accusing him to be, allegedly. And of course, Michael Avenatti is not going anywhere because of the alleged virus that don't exist. And the judge also said it should not be set free unless he can post a $1 million bond secured by $500,000 in real estate or other hard assets. So what other hard assets does he have? Well, it's his plane. He had 2 airplanes. One of them got taken. He does have fancy cars, so they can take those. So it all depends on what other assets he's got besides his home and whatever else. I have an ultimate duty to protect the public here, Selna said Tuesday in a court hearing conducted by telephone because of the virus pandemic. So the judge has ultimate duty to protect the public here. So this is what the judge is saying Tuesday in a court hearing conducted by telephone because of the virus pandemic. Frankly, Your Honor, we can't meet this, said H. Dean Stewart, Avenatti's lawyer. So Avenatti's lawyer is saying that we can't meet this. I mean, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I can understand the telephone call thing is ridiculous and there's a reason for it, but I'm not going to get into it right now. But this is what they got to deal with. Avenatti was convicted of 3 felonies in February for trying to extort more than $20 million from Nike. He is scheduled to be sentenced in June. A few weeks later, he is set to be tried in New York on federal charges of stealing money from Daniels. So he's got all these charges against him. $20 million from Nike. He's charged for trying to extort that money. He is scheduled to be sentenced in June. So June is when he'll be sentenced. A few weeks later, then he is set to be tried in New York on federal charges of stealing money from Daniels. So I guess Stormy Daniels is saying, oh, well, he got money out of me, this and that, for everything. So this is another thing he's going to be charged on. Avenatti is also awaiting trial in California on federal charges of fraud, failure to pay taxes, and other financial crimes. Prosecutors say he stole millions of dollars from 5 clients. So now that's another charge he's got on him. Federal charges of fraud. They also said failure to pay taxes and other financial crimes. Prosecutors say he stole millions of dollars from 5 clients. And some of those clients, one of those 5 clients is a disabled person that he stole from. Selna revoked Avenatti's bail in January after finding that he apparently broke fraud and money laundering laws after his arrest in March 2019. Avenatti is being detained at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan in his request to be set free for 90 days. Avenatti said he had pneumonia 6 months ago and was skeptical to catching the virus from other inmates. Now, come on, this virus thing is a hoax. It's a screen. It's a smoke screen, and it's not real. The virus is not real. It's been a smoke screen this whole time. Why is everybody out of work? Why haven't you heard anything about on your local news about people being allegedly shot in your neighborhood or around your neighborhood? Think about it. This is why the virus is a hoax. Now you've got to think about also, now if you remember watching celebrities singing from their living room Sunday night on Fox News or wherever you were watching, or whatever channel you were watching it on, why do you think they were distracting us with that? Think about the message that's in their music that they were trying to tell us. Think about it. The celebrities, each celebrities were singing a certain song by John Lennon. Think about it. There's messages in there that you need to see what they were talking about, or singing about, I should say. I'm sorry. Of course, Selna revoked Avenatti's bail in January after finding that he apparently broke fraud and money laundering laws after his arrest in March 2018, of course. At the hearing on Tuesday, Selna was skeptical of Avenatti's proposal to fly to California for 90 days of detention at the home of his friend Jay Manhammer. Well, I don't think so, because the flight's been canceled. A lot of flights been canceled allegedly. He wants to go to California for 90 days. That's not going to happen because the judge is saying no, your bail is revoked. So he's not going anywhere. So he could try and get his way out of prison if he wants, but he's not going anywhere. I'm not comfortable in having Mr. Avenatti at any point travel unaccompanied on his return to California, Selna said. So the judge is saying that he's not comfortable having Avenatti at point travel accompanied on his return to California. So this is why the judge is saying no. I don't feel comfortable that Avenatti should travel alone. So this is why the bail is no longer in use, because it's been revoked. Avenatti is part of a growing group of high-profile inmates, including comedian Bill Cosby, financier Barney Madoff, and singer R. Kelly, who say they should be released to protect them from the virus. Mounting concerns that the virus is spreading in jails and prisons. No, it's not. The virus is not spreading nowhere because it's a smoke screen, like I said. Avenatti is part of a growing group of high-profile inmates, including Bill Cosby. Now, Bill Cosby was railroaded into jail by what's her name? Oh, Connie Constant. She threw the nail in the coffin saying that, oh, well, Bill Cosby did this to me, blah, blah, blah. She threw the nail in the coffin with the lie that Constance said, oh, Bill Cosby sexually abused me, blah, blah, blah. Well, Constance is a homosexual. Let me put it that way. She don't like men at all because this is why she lied about Bill Cosby at, at every point that she got. I just to please her mother. And so her after that nail was thrown into the coffin, her mother was happy. Oh, I'm glad you got Bill Cosby off the streets and into jail. So this is how evil Constant and her mother are. They threw that nail in the coffin to Bill Cosby. Bertie Madoff, I don't know anything about him, so and of course singer R. Kelly, who say they should be released to protect them from virus melting concerns that the virus is spreading in jails and prisons. Now R. Kelly, yes, a lot of girls came out and say, oh, R. Kelly did this and R. Kelly did that. Even Azriel Clary came out and say, well, he did this and did that to me. Now, I know a lot of this don't make sense, but it does in a way, because these girls, they wanted to get R. Kelly off the street, and they did that too. And of course, R. Kelly kept denying, oh, I didn't do that to these girls. And then when the tapes finally surfaced somewhere, a lot of girls had them, and R. Kelly paid to get them tapes back because there was some sexual abuse stuff on there, allegedly. And this is why R. Kelly is in jail. He owes Sony lots of money. He owes a house in China. I mean, not in China. I'm sorry, wrong country. Atlanta, Georgia, a lot of money. A studio in Illinois, a lot of money. And he owes money everywhere. And this is why Sony don't want nothing to do with R. Kelly, because they know he owes them a lot of money for the record deals and that. And of course, R. Kelly's not going anywhere either because of the alleged sexual abuse that he's been doing, obviously. So this is why Avenatti is not going anywhere because of everything that he has done, and this is why the judge revoked his bail. Leave your comments below. I am out.